Hello, Puck Puff. Hello, Remnant. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Yozdo. How's everyone? I hope your day has been good. I do apologize for not streaming yesterday. I'm scared to admit that I ended up getting another psychic reading and got distracted after that and did not make it back in time for the stream. I went back because it did feel like the previous person, I may have told the previous person a little bit too much and it felt incomplete. And so the lady I saw second time round introduced herself as a clairvoyant, clairaudience kind of person. I've extended it by 2 days just because I'd have taken breaks. So there's 10 days left. Should be okay, right? I'll be here tomorrow. But yes, I met a lady who says she's clairvoyant, clairaudience. Like basically she hears voices. And before I met her, she drew all the cards already. She had the cards all on the table before she went and got me. And this time around for this lady, I didn't really tell her much. I actually didn't tell her anything. I really just told her my age. And she just went on and she just went off. So far, not bad. PC via the internet. Because I don't know what it was. Because I feel like with her, it felt a little bit different compared to the first lady. Like something felt off. Something felt a little bit off and I couldn't really put my finger on it. But she read my palms. She said the next 8 years of my life will be very difficult. I'll have to get through the 8 years. And after that, I'm good. But the next 8 years will be very difficult for me. Yeah, she read my palms. That's what she got it from. She was looking at my fate line, and I have an island in the beginning, and apparently I'm standing right at the entrance, like right in front of the island. And apparently, I looked it up in palmistry. Islands aren't good. They basically signal difficulties. So that'll be interesting. Honestly, I know it feels a little bit off, a little bit weird that I'm suddenly doing all these readings, and the reason is because I'm sort of in a place where I have been thinking about switching. See if I can switch to research, just because that's where my head's always been. In the past, it was never an option for me because my grades sucked, so no one would take me anyways based off my grades. But out of boredom one day at work, I found an alternative path. I can get a foot or have a chance to apply for it, but it will take a little bit longer. Fight your fate. Bad example. I have not actually seen Berserk. But yes, she said after the 8 years, multiple opportunities will open up. Hello, XRX9 backflip. No backflip. I can't backflip. I can't backflip. I have done it in the past, but it's been years. And it was assisted. You may have not seen it, but you know the name, which tells you all you need to know about it being a bad example. I know of it, I've not seen it, know nothing about it. I just know it. I wouldn't even recognize it if you showed me an art from it. I just know it. I don't know the art. I don't know the characters. I don't know what it looks like. Berserk, yes, Berserk. Because Gemini said to fight my fate like Guts from Berserk. But I've never seen Berserk. And yeah, I'm not too familiar with it. Should I fight my fate? I know, because the thing is, if I were to try... Oh, thanks for the follow, Oblivious Onion. But if I were to try to do the whole research thing, if I were to try, I know the next few years will be very difficult for me. Mentally and financially and everything. Yeah, that's why I'm sort of undecided at the moment. If there weren't limitations of if there weren't these sort of limitations with finances and the uncertainty, I would have just gone straight into it without even thinking about it. But I think the current concern right now was all the finances and just time. Because I think another fear is just wasting time. What if all this time that I spent was for nothing, kind of thing, you know? That's what I've been dealing with for the past few years, kind of going back and forth a little bit. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Oh. I've got a mini desk fan facing my tower right now, blowing into the tower. It is warm right now. Why? Hang on. Oh, I know. Hang on. I need to get rid of a few things. Okay. Now should be good. You get through, I believe in you. Put a picture of the manga. But oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, I'm still undecided. I still have to apply and everything. And I still have to find... I'll still need to find someone who will take me. Oh, that's Berserk. I think I've seen that art somewhere. I recognize it. But yes, I am currently trying to figure it out. I will one day. I will. But if I do end up going for it by the end of this year, by early next year, there'll be more moving around for me again, which is really annoying. So I guess we'll just figure it out when the time comes. And I need to fix something. Let me see. Is this a little bit better? Okay. You're smart, so you got this. Am I? I feel like, I don't know. If it's just based on behavior and personality, I don't think anyone would call me smart. Behavior, personality, and habits, I don't think anyone would call me smart. That psychic lady also said I was smart as well. She said that. And the thing is, I feel like just based on appearance, people do say that. Is it based on appearance or vibes? Because sometimes I do wonder if it's said out of just like being polite. Because I've had tutors say that when I was young. My mum would randomly get some tutors, like maths tutors and whatever, when I was young, like really young, preteens, and they have said that to my mum before as well, like quite a few of them. And I do sometimes wonder if it is just out of like politeness, you know? Hey, Mimi. And I still think about how people get surprised when they find out that I have degree. I'm not good at exams though, I can say that. Don't have much use for politeness if it gets in the way of truth. I know I'm not good at exams. And that is the reason why I can't even get my foot into research right now. Because no one would take me with my results. With my exam results. Don't expect me to memorize, man. My brain is made to connect things together, not remember facts and stuff. I am more comfortable with trying to make sense of things. You know, make connections, not just memorize information. Examine. Yeah, they wildly accurate with how they force you to memorize. I can't memorize. Exactly. Because the thing is, what's funny? What used to surprise people is with exams, I would be the one helping people understand things. I'll be the one helping people understand concepts and helping them study. Hi, Dezen. But I'm always the one that does a lot worse in the exam. I always end up doing worse than them in the exam, even though I'm the one helping, even though I'm the one explaining things. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay, now I'm sad. But it used to surprise a lot of people when they see my marks. Oh. Hello, Smuckers Bandit. What's the plan today? Hear from the thread? What thread? Wait, what thread? Today we're playing Scarlet Hollow episode 5 part 1. From my understanding there's 2 parts. What thread? Wait, thread? Thread. Hear from the thread. Head hurt. Go to sleep. Head hurt. Go to sleep. Huh? We recommend to follow your chap. Wait, what? Wait, what? Someone's mentioning me in the thread? Thanks for the follow, AskClap200. Nice. Thanks for the follow, Smuckers Bandit. Follow, Okay, sure. I'm very confused, but okay. Like my model, thank you. This is a customizable model. So it has a base and you can kind of customize, like it has a base in all these designs and you can kind of customize the colors and everything. There's a Reddit thread that mentioned me? Oh. Huh? I didn't know that was a thing. I've not been on Reddit in so long. Actually, no, I was on Reddit recently. I was looking up psychics. I'm looking up. Hmm? Huh? I need to sneeze. I need to sneeze. Those homies. All's homies. Bro, my computer's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll look for it later. Ugh! Okay. Yes, the plan for today is Scarlet Hollow. Apparently part 1 is around the same length as episode 4, which was not short. It wasn't a short one. How long did it take? Well, how long was that stream? Hang on, let me see. It was nearly 4 hours long. Oh shit, okay. Nearly 4 hours. Apparently at work. Oh, have fun at work. Have fun at work. Practice it. No, you're fine, you're fine. Focus on work. Have a good day at work. Yes. 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 Oh yeah, that we were watching the Devil Judge yesterday. You missed out on a big twist. Oh, towards the end of that episode. It was weird. I'm a medical student. I want to remind you to pay attention to muscles in your left shoulder, especially trapeze area to avoid strain. It's better not to sleep on your side. Ideally, you should sleep next to me. I sleep on my back. I actually can't sleep on my side. I can't sleep on my side. But Ayo. Yeah, I was very confused when you said you're a medical student because I was like, wait, don't you do law? Don't you do law stuff? Or law related stuff? Riz? Riz, I got none. I have no riz. No riz. Law hard. Law's just a lot of memorizing. I don't understand. And I don't think I'll ever be able to do it properly. I don't think I'll ever do it well if I tried. Even if I tried, I would fail miserably. I will be miserable as well. Someone did tell me that I should, except that person was a stranger. So, you know, the sales kind of spike whenever I kind of riz the cousins. Some of them has just become a regular now, so I'm just trying to mess with people at this point. People at work come back for me. Why do they come back for me? Oh, I sometimes over-explain, yeah. Negative risk, yeah. Law is just medication for the unruly part of society, so in theory, practicing medicine. True. People come back because I talk a lot and I over-explain some things. And apparently I'm patient. Apparently. I don't know how true that is, but apparently. I don't consider myself patient. But the fact that people do call me patient says a lot about the society nowadays. Everyone's so impatient to a point where I'm considered patient. Comparison. I can't tell if I'm warm or cold. Take my jacket off and I'm getting cold now and I put my jacket on and I start overheating. One girl particularly have been trying to get my number and just said maybe try to order through our app where there's a chance I'm the one who'll be delivering, which make me message her. Don't do delivery. Bruh. I get old men trying to saying weird things, no, as a joke, but at the same time. Is a hollow scarleting? I hope so. I hope so. What temperature? Oh, let me see. Let me pull out my phone. It's 18 right now. It will drop to 10. In America, I'm not American. Okay, hang on. What did I say? 18. Okay, hang on. 18 Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's 64.4 Fahrenheit, and it will drop to 10 Celsius, which is 50 Fahrenheit. Just misinterpreting. I get old. Recently I had a 70 or 80 something year old man say, I got him to leave and come back like a few hours later, just because I didn't have time for him. And he said, oh, I'm gonna go buy a ring. And no, the thing is, he's a jokester, because he calls everyone beautiful. Got TikTokers. I get old men. I think I feel like I think I prefer TikTokers. Maybe. Because old men have no shame. They don't have a filter and they have no shame. They don't know where the line is. They sort of tiptoe around it, or kind of stick their foot in. Don't really mind, but man, they're kind of loud sometimes doing TikTok in the cafe. Get no one because I'm old man shame. What's that? Can you eat it? Bruh. Doing TikTok in the cafe. I have not seen anyone do TikTok live in person. Hello, thanks for follow Considine Error. I have not, surprisingly, after how many years, I have not seen a single person do TikTok in person or out in public. I'm washing my socks. I think it's nearly done. I just leave it in there later. Get it out later. But yeah. I would like to see someone film in person, in public. Would be interesting. Just to see someone talk to their phone. Or dance in front of a phone. Yeah. Yeah, I think also the thing is I live in a place where it's just old people. Mostly old people everywhere. Most of the thing I've done is whenever I get a new customer and they try to hit on me or anything, I try to get them to buy more drinks or food to get me to talk to them. You know what? That's a marketing strategy. That is a marketing strategy. Can't lie, thinking back, that sounds like a spa. It is a marketing strategy. I can't do any of that just because I only recently found out that the place I work at is considered the expensive one. Because there's a few other places that in the area that does the same thing as my place, but mine's considered the expensive one in the area. And I had no idea. I only found out like a few days ago. Yeah. I also get people asking me if I'm English. I think I may have mentioned this. Because apparently I'm very precise. No. I enunciate. Arguably illegal, but hey, it's only illegal if I get caught. No, the thing is, what do you say to them? What is it that you say that makes them buy more? Just to talk to you. If you say it outright, then yeah, maybe. But if you didn't say anything like that, to make them, you know, buy more. It's technically not your fault. Are host clubs, host bars illegal? I know they really cracked down on it in Japan, like in terms of the laws, but is it? No, wait. Is it legal? I feel like it may be illegal in some countries. Huzzah! Hello, the mighty gnome. Thanks for the 5 biddies. Huzzah! Get gnomed. Huzzah! Yeah, I think, let's say they compliment me and try to ask about my relationship or personal info. I just say, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of busy. However, if you order more stuff, I wouldn't mind to spend time with our beloved Log. Oh, no. Okay, so you're very direct about it. Okay, you did not force them. If they're desperate enough to talk to you, to buy something, that's on them. You didn't promise them anything. Well, technically you promised to talk to them, but that's tricky. That is tricky. I mean, my criteria for OGF right now is a sugar mommy. True. Now, people say extroverts adopt introverts. Sometimes I just feel like a rich person or a rich friend should just adopt a poor friend. I say I wouldn't mind. Yeah. So you didn't force them. They made a choice based on the options given. I don't have a criteria at the moment. Oh yeah, I also briefly asked about the whole romance relationship stuff to the psychic lady, just very briefly, and she said, you need to learn to love yourself first. You need to know you need to know how to love yourself first. It will take time, apparently, and according to her, whoever it is will be a friend first. Most of them are regular at this point. I'll call some of them by name, so they got a bit parasocial. Bruh! Be careful though if they do see you outside. Out in public, outside of work. Do be careful about that. I do sometimes wonder if is it parasocial if I check in on people? Generic bullshit, question this clairvoyant? Yeah. So what's funny was she made me put my hand down on the table, like facing down, and she was just laughing because my index finger was very far away from my middle finger, which just apparently tells her that I'm very independent. I like to be left alone, which is very true. But I feel like that's kind of a stab in the dark. They do know I'm a student at that university nearby and stay there. Oh my god. Oh, be careful, be careful. But yes, she said I should not take the easy route. I am someone who should walk the road less taken, the difficult path. I should always do the thing that people avoid. Fast, I'm approaching. Okay, bye. Yeah, so what was I saying? Wait, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, road less taken. I take longer to get to my destination, and I always do things the hard way. And I should not take the easy path, apparently. Road less taken, yes. And I take longer to get things done. Which honestly, yeah, sort of. Little kids like me, maybe some places just require good service to stay functional, yes. Kids are okay with me, surprisingly. I'm not okay with them, but they're okay with me. Not a fan of interacting with kids, especially the ones that are used to being coddled. I just don't know how to interact with those kinds of people or those kinds of kids, because I don't know how to kind of talk in a caring manner. I'm very good at distracting them though. Don't even sell insane stuff. We sell some basic foods. Our drinks is personally pretty nice. I prefer the teas, but our sales is pretty consistent and good. Nice, that's good, that's good. At least you have a consistent customer base. My place has regulars because my boss grew up in the area and they've been open since the early 2000s. I need to sneeze. Do not know how to interact with kids except to yell at them to get off my lawn. Doesn't work when I'm in the city, bruh. Thank y'all. I know it's pretty nice. Instead of using all the money for himself, he spent some for us and upgrade quality of life of the cafe for both workers and customers. Upgrade quality of life, what does that mean? Of the cafe, as in like put the money into the cafe? I don't know if it's a generic thing to say, but my boss said no matter what I end up doing, hello KV. My boss said no matter what I end up doing, because I did talk to him about where I might take things or what I might do this year or maybe next year, and he said he's okay with me kind of moving around. He'll kind of stand behind me, you know. Easier for workers and customers. That's nice. Yeah. Hello, KB. What does a deaf gynecologist do? They're still a gynecologist. What does that mean? Oh my god. Howdy. Oh my god. So back then, we have to manually count money. He bought those money counting machine to save more time. Best thing, he added sofa and table in the staff room for some of us to do our homework when there's no customer. Oh, homework area. That's nice. My old job fed us candy and sugar and junk food. They might as well just give us better food. If they're gonna put us through that sort of working environment, feed me properly. But no, during that time I survived on sugar and junk food. Every lunch. Because I really didn't have time to buy my own food. Or heat up my own food. I only had time to run in, grab, shove it in my mouth, and run back. Sofa and table. Huh? Wait, isn't it hard to work with a sofa and table? Because the sofa usually is a lot higher than the table. Or if the table's high, it's usually too high. Good businessman. Furniture is so much better. Instead of those plastic chair and table, it's now wood table chairs. Much better and comfortable. Toilets are bigger now. Oh, so he... You know what? That's what people should be doing. The money that you earn, the profits, going back into the store. And it might help generate more. And I do think keeping or making the workers want to stay is also very important, because if you're just going through workers, if they're just quitting on you, there's something not right. Depending on the month, let's say fasting month or Chinese New Year, mainly festive season, there will be weekly special. Oh. Oh. What do... My boss has a box of toys for kids. He goes out and grabs them. Is that something? We also have a toilet, but the door is just a slab of wood. They're too cheap to make, like, to do proper renovations, so they DIY in most things. Which is kind of funny. Because the other boss is very, not very, I would say stingy. Very careful with finances. I do think it is important to kind of spend the money if needed, instead of trying to find ways to save if it's gonna affect the quality. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna bring up the game just because I have a feeling this might be a 4 hour. Important things don't get cheaped out on. Hello, Taco! To be fair, my boss has 2 more company, which are apparel, also interior design company, which is by his wife, so he doesn't care how much about profit for the cafe. It was just his hobby. Oh, okay, bye. Oh, that makes sense. But you save everyone, you might not even save yourself. Wait, people are gonna die? Like toilet paper, single ply toilet paper should be a crime. Oh yeah, I had to buy toilet paper for the store once, and I bought the thick ones. It was nice. It was very nice. I was very proud of myself. Just double checking, hang on. Okay. Hang on. Can I do this? What? Okay. Just resizing things. Time to trick more customers to spend money, bruh. Single ply is like Chuck Norris. Rough, it's tough, doesn't take a shit from anyone. Hello, Taco! Oh. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy, and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind resolidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. When it finally stops, you're startled by the sudden silence. Hello, Fable. You're awake now, cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy, your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there's a concerning lack of blanket and mattress. There's nothing beneath you but hard wooden floorboards, dusty and uneven. There's also a weight on your chest and claws digging gently into your skin. Your heart skips a beat. Ah! Oh wait, huh? How do I get rid of the... Ah! They look like pigs. They are opossums. You're greeted by two beady eyes staring down at you over the twitching nose of the opossum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner eyeing you warily. Thanks for the follow, Oscar. You're not in your room. Wait. They are opossums that were in our drawer. Start crying. Stand up and get your bearings. You stand, your legs still wobbly with sleep, the odd tilt of the floor adding to your unsteadiness. The opossum clings to your shirt with its tiny claws, holding on for dear life. You must be in the forbidden wing. How did we end up there? The small opossum finally moves. It carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes, as if afraid you might notice it if it moves too quickly. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying to the larger opossum in the corner. The two stare up at you, not quite afraid but clearly more wary now that you've risen to your full human height. Maybe they were watching over you as you slept, or maybe they were hoping you might be lunch. Either way, you're both going your separate ways now. There are two doors out of the barren room. One is a normal doorway, leading into what you assume to be a hallway. That rhymes! The other is a door that must have once been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. Wait, what? Wait, huh? Normal doorway, hallway, and hidden. We want to explore. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it, besides the brass circle where a handle should be. Look through the hole? Or do we force it anyways? You push on the wall, it doesn't budge. You try messing with the metal contraption that stands in place of the door's handle, tugging and jiggling and pushing on it every which way, and still nothing. Look through the hole. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies behind the door. It's your room. Did we sleepwalk? Which means you'd be able to slip right back into the safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. Do we have our phone to call someone? I don't know. Call someone or yell? Call someone. You groggily pat your legs before realizing that you're still in your evening attire. Whatever brought you here wasn't thoughtful enough to bring your phone from the nightstand. Yell. You yell, hoping that Tabitha has yet to leave for the mines. You receive no response. Ah! You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the forbidden wing. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nowhere else to run to now. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. Whoa! It seems like some kind of entertainment room, the sort you expect out of fancy rich people who wanted to show off. Whoa! That painting. Is it of Scarlet Hollow? It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that runs the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. Yeah, it's not entirely stable, that's why it's forbidden. There is a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict a town. Something else catches your eye. A bookshelf, or rather what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. Where is it? Oh, am I blocking it? I am blocking it. Hang on. Wait, how do I do this? Huh. I'm blocking it. Do you see the bookshelf? There. Okay. Oh wait, hang on, I need to go up a bit more. What? That's okay, right? Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of this house. Examine the painting. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic still called a hospital at the time of this painting. The church, and then there's somewhere you've yet to see, the historical Callaway Tremaine homesteads. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, "In commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten." Space beyond the broken bookshelf. Across the parlor, testing each careful step along the way and duck between the collapsed shelves of the old bookshelf. Oh! Whoa! That's so cool! I can see why it took so long to do this episode. The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room. Look at the desk. But all of these are ornamental. Okay. Open top drawer, open bottom drawer. Top drawer. The top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener and a wax stamping kit emblazoned with the initials ES. Underneath you find a pile of crumbling financial documents, scrawled in neat cursive. In every spot that needed a signature is the name Enoch Scarlet. This must be his desk, meaning this must also be his study. At the very bottom of the drawer, you're surprised to find a face you recognize staring back up at you. An antique photograph of a young man, his blonde hair nearly white against a dark sepia background. Sepia? Sepia? Wait, why is he familiar? It's Teddy. He looks almost exactly the same as he did in your vision, almost. Wait. Teddy. In our vision. I forgot what he looks like. There's a carefree look in his eye that seems to have faded by the time he found his way to that hospital bed. Hospital bed. Did we have a vision of a hospital bed? Enoch must have been lying to that doctor. If the man he spoke to wasn't Teddy, why would there be a picture of him in Enoch's study? Bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Inside you find a strange collection of glass vials. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can make out what seems to be a paper. Preserved somehow inside the containers, a hint of writing visible at their edges. Are they like the messages in bottles? Open the vials. You reach for one of them, but hesitate before opening it. This is a fragile thing, and it hums with a strange energy. Close your eyes and focus on that hum. And, to your surprise, at the back of your mind, you hear it. Oh, what do we hear? Dear Miss Maeve, I know it has been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep more than you probably would have liked. I write you now with the utmost urgency. I'm not sure if news has yet reached you regarding what transpired just yesterday. Many lives were lost. The town is in a frenzy. I hope to mitigate some of the damage that has been done, and thus must speak with you at once. I attempted the journey to your place of residence, but was unable to locate it. You once told me of another way to reach you, and though it seems nothing but a half-remembered fantasy, I'm acting in desperation. I can only hope this letter finds its way to you, as you once said it would in my hour of need. I must meet with you at your soonest convenience. Sincerely, ES. Well. Wait, I'm just adjusting something. You reach for another. Getting rid of the border. You still see the border? Okay, border's not there. Nice. Miss Verena, trouble with tea. Your presence requested at once. And another. Verena, know what you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge. But thought we both knew what was at stake here. The boy has been dealt with. Expect me this evening for in-person discussion. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maeve and some to a Verena. All are signed ES. You assume these have to be from Enoch. Many seem unimportant, just listing a time and place. You assume meetings between Enoch and whoever the Verena may have been. Step away. Turn to hallway, I guess. You return to the hallway outside of the parlor. You follow the path laid out in the dust. It takes you up a flight of stairs, the way down blocked by debris, and you find yourself on the 3rd floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the farthest door. Window, box, little room. That curtain looks like a body. I'm gonna go from closest to furthest, so middle room first. This space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been in here for a long time. Bookshelf, you don't want to spend any more time than you have in the creepy nursery. Bruh. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books, Dick and Jane, books of nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm's fairy tales. The lower shelves are full of educational material from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. Read a few writing practice books. Oh, I had books like that too. Alexandra Scarlet. Alex. Who's Alex? You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near crumbling pages. Reasons Mummy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2. Maribel says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3. I think it would be very fun and Mummy would have a good time. All are signed with a carefully scrawled signature of Alex Scarlet. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by, but something near the back of the book gives you pause. In a section that starts with the prompt, "Today I," Alexandra continues with, "Talked to the boy in the war." Huh? Talked to the boy in the war? Boy in the wall. You make your way back to hallway. Wait! I couldn't do the others? Wait, was it just that one? Wait. Were there more? I swear there was more to explore in there. Okay. Move the boxes from in front of the nearest door. The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. You push past them into the room beyond. The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made. Its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow gives off the feeling of tidiness. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its four-poster frame, or even with cobwebs. Search the desk, search the closet. Where's the closet? Oh, the closet. Ew, that's creepy. Search the closet first. It doesn't seem right that it's open. You make your way to the closet. It seems this room's occupants kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as they could, considering the decaying state of the place. Can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. You can imagine Pal Ann sifting through old trunks of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes is a box, shoved off to one side. You pick it up. Child-sized overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached, one of those little sailor suits, boys from the 50s were always wearing. Oh! When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box in a protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age that looks like blood. Mummy, I am in here too, and I love you. Oh my god, that's so scary. Your hands tremble, the note somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty, even as it sits behind a layer of plastic. Is that blood? You drop it back into the box once again, covering it with the clothes, shoving it back into the recesses of its forgotten closet where it belongs. Maybe it is the boy in the wall. You can see the love there. Desk. You step towards the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. As you sift through paper, it quickly becomes clear to you whose room this is. There are stacks of bills in Edwardine's name, filling nearly every drawer, and even once you manage to get past the layers of envelopes, trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts. It seems she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold on to any scrap of paper that might possibly be important. But when you reach the bottom drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some open, some sealed, some crumbled into messy balls. You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Abby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Pearl Ann treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I made sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awfully pretty and they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put your ear up to them too. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash too, so you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearl Ann to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. Oh my love, Dad. Oh! You pull out another from closer to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. The big 20. Can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make. You're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. Wait. They've been hiding the cards from her dad? I like to think we get along though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. I love you and I always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened. Envelopes dated from when Tabitha would have just been a kid, or from him. You pocket a few of the cards. Ooh. Should we have done that? Window. Carefully approach a window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There's nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees, the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is a straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. At least for now. Continue following the trail of footsteps, approaching the farthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. The room is darkly empty, save for a rug and a few candelabras. The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques mark it as distinct from the rest of the cluttered, forgotten spaces you've explored. It pains you to stand in this place. Emotions hang over you, strong, oppressive, and overwhelming thoughts that threaten to fill your lungs. You don't feel death here. You feel something worse. A deeper loss, one that's left a wound that has refused to scar. You hear the breathing? Wait, do you hear the breathing? Let me just bring this up. Wait, this is new sound. Thanks for following, Black Commonwealth. New sounds. Well, I want to move on. Can't help but fixate on the carpet in the center of the room. The corners rumpled as if it had recently been moved. Oh, I didn't see that. Rah! You pull the carpet up.
Thank you for liking my voice.
Sanko.
Rest in peace.
You pull the carpet up, exposing the bare floor and revealing what lies beneath. An ornate ring of sigils has been carved into the floor, 5 along the edges with a 6th in the center. Hello, how am I? I'm chillin' and I'm very confused right now. This game is confusing me. I hope your day has been good. It's a compass! No? The circle emits a now uncomfortably familiar feelings. You can feel your gaze forced to crawl over every intricate detail of the carving in front of you. The serpent wrapped around the staff gives you flashes of the room beyond the morgue and the darkness that swept through the house once it had been uncovered. The fist and chain makes you feel like you're back in the claustrophobic confines of the mines, surrounded by the angry hammering of its memories. Wait, there's a fist? Fist and chain. The horns have the same nightmarish, dreamy feeling of the world constructed by the furious ghost of Charles Shaw Jr. Bit tired but pretty natural, we'll sleep later. Okay. The others are new to you. The feelings they emit are less intense, giving only vague impressions of what they might be tied to. Golden fields, the mewling of fresh souls, slithering out from the womb and desperate to be fed. Another that rings like bells in your mind, calling you not towards it but away from it, pushing you from its threshold and into the darkness. But the central symbol is strongest of all. It echoes out across the room, a vast ego proclaiming its dominance. And now we move on. All the logs. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back down to the lower floors, but there is also another door. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmering in the weak morning light. The doorframe itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond time and time again. Oh, we have no choice. You step forward. This was a prison cell. Oh, I do not like this. Wait, what does the scratch say? Oh, huh? What does the scratch on the brick wall say? Oh. I don't know. I don't like the doll. I really don't like the doll. Good art? Yes. But I really don't like the doll. I hate dolls. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed in with the nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window, set high in the far wall, is fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. I hate the doll. Can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds a layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Oh yeah, there was one in our room. Another flu season. Oh no. I'm getting my flu shot like in 2 weeks. Because I get sick easily, and with my recent coughing and allergy problem, I kind of need it. I can't get sick. I should not get sick. Property of Alexandra. The pain radiating from these walls howls through your mind. Whatever lived here lived in constant torment. But the etchings of the walls are more than just evidence of the suffering that went on here. Whatever was trapped in these walls was trying to send a message to you or to anyone who might happen across it. Wait! Our friend who turned into that werewolf thing. Didn't the doctor just randomly get pregnant? Like, there wasn't a dad. It was kind of... Wait, did I remember this incorrectly? The doctor did not... He did not... Wait, that kid... The doctor's son did not have a dad. Are they gaming? Maybe it's Alexandra's. Maybe it's offspring. No? Am I remembering incorrectly? It's been a while. Your eyes are drawn to the massive almost letters, dug as deep into the brick as its cell's prisoners could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. It almost looks like a word, though none of the lines meet up, causing you to constantly doubt whether they're letters at all, or just lines that fools the eye into imagining shapes that aren't there. Your stomach clenches with nausea as you run your eyes along the deep furrows in the wall, but whatever was in here wanted these words to be known, so you do your best to store them away, trying to burn the image of them into your mind, carved deep into the wall, bloody against the filthy brick. And then one final detail grabs you, a metal glint from the filthy bare mattress, a doorknob. Oh, our doorknob. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? Don't take the handle. As you take it, a sound wraps around you. Oh. Music. The tinkling of piano keys played by a clumsy hand. The echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. How have I been? I've been chillin', I guess. You've come this far. Clearly you're meant to go just a little further. The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once a servant's quarters. A network of cramped passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate without so much as a window for illumination. Hello Indigo, how are you? But you persist and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet estate. The echoing piano your only company. That was a bad idea. Soon enough you see light again. Sun creeping in through the edges of a newly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. You found your way to the first floor, but you've yet to confront your guide. Let's keep going. The musician plays on as you move cautiously through the dark. The slope now so dramatic it feels like walking downhill, jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out like splintered trees. Oh no! It's Wayne! The flow of notes finally stops as you reach an open doorway to what was once a music room. Wayne stands from the bench of a battered grand piano, turning to face you. Is this the same game that has a werewolfy guy? Yes. It is. So now you've seen it. What did I see? He makes his way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smell of the wound that is his body. I hope you enjoyed the show. What does that mean? Am I gonna die? He stops just a few paces away, and I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. I've seen too much, apparently. If you aren't careful and you put your faith in the wrong people, things could go very, very wrong for you. Isn't this all a little theatrical? What was with the doll in that room? Do you need to carry me off in my sleep? What the hell is wrong with you? You kidnapped me. How do I know you're the right person to trust? Who lived in that last room? Does Tabitha know about all this? You need to call someone about this. The phrase scrawled on that wall. What was it? Why does it feel bad? Think it. I want to leave. I had enough of this place. I want to go home. Take a step towards him. Don't believe you. Don't know what to think. Trust you. With you. For I know whoever was locked up deserved it. Wow. Wait, there's a flirt? Can we do all the explores and then try the flirt? What's with the doll? You liked it, so I liked it too. She. It was nice to see it again after so many years. Did you need to carry me off in my sleep? A moment of weakness, I was impatient. And what now? Are you planning on keeping me here? How did I not wake up? You shouldn't do that to people. You don't strike me as impatient. Never again. You hear me? I liked it. I only hoped we could talk. I won't force you to stay. Can you see I trust you? You can tell me what it is you want me to know. How do I know you're the right person to trust? You're still asking questions like that. I know there's nothing I can say that will convince you. But I will keep looking out for you, whether you trust me or not. Who lived in that last room? Wayne cocks his head almost playfully. I did. I've been in that room a long, long time. Though my being free now is meaningless in the grand scheme of things. The town itself is enough of a prison that I might as well still be stuck behind that door. But at least I'm free enough to warn you. What do you mean the town is a prison? I need to call someone. What do you mean the town is a prison? I can't leave. No one really can. As it stands now, Scarlet Hollow doesn't like letting go of its prisoners. They may be able to cross the town line, but not without paying a price. That can be changed though. It wasn't always this way, and it was never meant to be. We can put an end to it. The phrase on the wall. What was it? Why does it feel bad to think it? I'm glad you noticed. It's a weapon. Hold on to it. I don't think Tabitha knows about this. Why should I care? I feel like I'm involved in it, aren't I? Because it affects you whether you like it to or not. You want to be somebody else's puppet. I can guide you to where you need to be, but it's up to you to open your eyes. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Find her, pry them from her hands, and then everything shall start falling into place. The witch? The thought feels slippery. You're unable to hold onto it, and the holding is painful, like you're gripping onto a white-knuckled fist. You're forced to let go. It fades. Unless you're already starting to forget about her. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physical, easily manipulated. The witch. Who's a witch? Oh, wait, it's an old lady. But something being missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. A thought that almost hurts to think. There's a memory that I can't quite hold on to. A thought that almost hurts to think. Keep it in the back of your mind. Try not to let it hurt too much, but don't let her take it from you either. You'll remember when you need to. Does Tabitha know all this? Of course. Why do you think she invited you here? No, I see what you're doing. You're trying to make me doubt her. It won't work. Oh, that absolute bitch. I'm not saying anything. I've given you a glimpse into one of your possible futures. Whether you chose to believe me or not, or whether you choose to believe me or not, is up to you. But I urge you to consider believing what your eyes have shown you. Your freedom is on the line. Take a step towards him. Oh, I'm cringing. Oh, okay, let's do this. Oh. A step forward. Wayne doesn't flinch as you approach, but you can sense a trepidation. He seems uncertain of what you're about to do. What are you? You have my trust? Can be partners? I really like you. Quit with the little games. You have my full interest. Now what do you want to do about it? Place your hand on his chest. What are you? I'm yours if you're happy. Huh? 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 Wait, what? Thanks for follow, Alex. Wait. Huh? Alex or Aches? To Igor, so unafraid. Wayne takes a step forward, closing what little gap remains between you. Let him possess you, literally. Get married? Ah! The ownership, he'll possess your body. The unsteady floor causes you to stumble back against the wall. Wayne looming over you, his outstretched arm blocking you from escape. In Japanese, it's like that kabedon. Kabedon! Hello, Remus. Are they rating for the live? Rating for this live streaming channel. Huh? Age rating hobbyist. Wait, learn all the age rating system from all countries for games. Rating, huh?
Place your head on Wayne's chest. However, you trip over a loose flagstone and fall straight to the floor. As your vision fades to black, you question what a flagstone is even doing inside this place. What a distinctly unsaintly way for this to end.
What's a flagstone? Wait, what do you mean rating? Kabedon. There is only him and you, locked in a near embrace. Big rock used for roads. Oh. Oh. I can show you. Oh! Give you a taste of what we could be, of what I can offer you. What? Excuse me? Stone tell, there's a joke in St. Rose 3 text adventure where if you pick the wrong option, somehow you die by tripping over a flagstone. Ah. He's breathing more heavily now. It's slight, but noticeable. He's excited, but trying not to show it. I don't know how to feel about this. If you're ready. Hello? Will this make me fall apart like you? Been wanting this since the moment I first saw you. Not silent. I don't think I'm ready. Not now. This is moving too quickly. Will this make me fall apart like you? Slip you out of that hood. No, you don't have to worry about this happening to you. Not if we do things right. I'm being rejected. But a fleeting moment with you will be bliss for us both. No pain, no lingering aftermath, but pleasure. Huh? Huh? Nod silently? Because that's what I would have done. Wayne stares down at you, bright eyes shining through the veil that flutters slightly with each breath. Ah! Oh, you can see his face now. You can see the ears as well. His other arm reaches up towards your throat. You gonna choke me? Is he gonna choke me? He rests his palm on the nape of your neck. It's warmer than you expected, calloused and cracked, his fingers strong as they tighten around you. There's a sudden sharp pain, as if you've been stuck with a pin, and the unsettling feeling of something squirming. You can't help but try to jerk away from him as the squirming slithers its way up to your throat. His fingers grip tighter, holding you firmly in place. And then it stops. A pleasant numbness starts to spread out from the base of your skull, flowing down your spine, enveloping you in a wave of bone-deep serenity. Your surroundings become unfocused, vision swimming as your head lolls to the side, hair standing on end in a full body shiver as an intense pleasure sweeps across your skin. My god. You're vaguely aware that your legs have collapsed from under you. Wayne holds you up, one of his arms curling around your waist, pressing you against him as you lose yourself in the sensation. Oh my god, what the hell is happening? Then it's over. I got a thing that says share a moment of bliss with your guardian angel. Steam achievement. Sharing a moment of bliss with your guardian angel. Ah. He lets you go, a slump to the floor as he takes a shaky step back, adjusting his sleeve. Think of that as a kid. Isn't he like a billion years older than me? I feel like he's a lot older. He has to catch his breath as he speaks. Before you have the chance to respond, he's gone, slipping back into the shadows. You make your way back to where you woke up and slot in the handle into the secret door on the wall. It twists and the door pulls back, and you stumble through your closet and back into your bedroom. You lean against the doorframe as the last dregs of the intoxicating kiss leave your system, returning you to some semblance of normality. Is this how... I have no words. I have no words. The state has gotten to you. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. You leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside. The morning's revelation seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. Oh, the music! Bro, look at those things! Even the lingering afterglow of your entanglement with Wayne can't feel the sinking pit dug into your stomach by the suggestion that Tabitha has not only known about all of this, but she is in some way a willing participant in your family's crimes. Wait, I need to check something. Okay, just had to check something. I trusted Tabitha. Not only that, but she has designs for you. Even after everything the two of you have been through. But it must be true. You've had a glimpse of the brilliant colors of Wayne's soul. Something that beautiful, that expansive couldn't lie to you. It wouldn't lie to you. I don't even know who to trust. Just because someone's really good. Just because someone's really good at sex doesn't mean I have to trust them. They're entirely separate things. This is definitely 18 plus. What the hell? Clear mind or Tabitha can't be trusted. I'm leaning to the mystical. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, doing your best to separate your thoughts from the rush dominating your body. Maybe you can't trust Wayne after all. Even if you can, at least now it's something you can consider. Tabitha can't be trusted, just as in the dark as I was, deserves a chance to explain herself, needs to explain herself. Wayne can't be trusted. Deserves a chance to explain. I feel like Tabitha doesn't know what's going on. I think Tabitha knows the history, like what's happened in the Forbidden Wing. Like getting, that kid getting locked up and everything. Maybe knows about Wayne as well. But maybe not about the ditchlings. And her friend kind of turning to a werewolf. There's nothing else that can possibly ease a growing pit in your stomach, and if she can't explain all of this, she better have an explanation. Maybe it's time to confront her and see what she has to say for herself. Not ready to make a move, even without the library. Oscar said he'd try to get to the bottom of things. Time to see what he's learned. Going to police. Need to find the witch. To do that before doing anything else. Confront Tabitha now. Going to meet someone I can trust. Only way out of this is by finding the rest of stone carvings, alone if I have to. Getting the hell out of this place. Do we trust Oscar? Wait, who's Oscar again? Oh, the dad guy. You don't have to travel all the way to the old Maxwell place to see Oscar. You find him standing stock still in the middle of Main Street, staring up at the now condemned library, his former home and work. His focus is so complete that he barely notices as you walk up to greet him, though your footsteps echo loudly between the rows of empty storefronts. Is that statue they give to actors? I was a bit off, to be honest. Who do I trust? Do we trust him? You know what? Your family secrets to sell your cousin's strange insistence throughout the week that nothing's wrong. But when you finish, Oscar seems surprisingly unmoved. This town really has it out for us, doesn't it? Do you ever wonder why you came to Scarlet Hollow? The real reason, I mean, because I think it's more than just a funeral. Was fated, listen to me, secret dungeon, came here for a funeral, wanted to meet family, needed to know why my mum left, actual answer to that question, not what she told me. Betray everyone. You also believe in fate. Some things surely do feel inevitable, don't they? But if they are, if all this was part of some plan, there has to be a purpose, a logic to it all. You never knew Pearl and Scarlet, so why come to pay your respects? You didn't know Tabitha, so it's not like your presence should mean anything to her. For a moment thought it might have been too American. Nah. I got it. It took me like a few seconds, but I got it. If it's fate that drew you here, then it must have designs for you. Just like it must have designs for me. I don't have an actual reason to be here. It was family for a while, then the library. But it was all just treading water, passing the years until Rosa was ready to leave. Maybe I made a difference in some kids' lives along the way. Maybe I didn't. It's easy to say your life has a purpose if you pretend it does. But it's hard to keep pretending when the place you poured all that purpose into disappears overnight. And for what? Some residual, stale anger directed at people who did nothing to deserve it? So, why are we here, in this town right now? I think it all comes back to fate, and fate begs the question. What is Scarlet Hollow? Whatever second hold of you, nothing good can come of it. Huh? Why are you waxing all poetic? Lean into the mystical. Nothing good comes from watching my life fall apart from the sidelines either. I've certainly learned that lesson by now. Should have learned it a long time ago. Maybe Scarlet Hollow is a test, one that doesn't like people running away from it. I ran away, and from that moment forward, this town has done everything it can to try and ruin my life. Vivian ran away, and from what I hear, her life wasn't exactly easy. And now it's dragged you back here too for your own trial. Well, I'm not going to fail this test, not this time. Going there, I'm going with you. What about Rosalie? You can't just rush off and do something dangerous, not when she needs you. Try to face this town, he was murdered for it. What did Wayne want me to do again? Oh, find the witch. I'm going with you. No. Oh. No. Oh, okay. You don't understand. This is something I have to do on my own. I leaned on other people too many times, letting them act for me. Not anymore. This is my test. I want to be able to help you. It certainly sounds like this town is asking more of you than it is of me. But I can't. Not yet. I can't fix your problems until I fix my own. There's no library we can use for resources. Not that there are any to speak of. I have no home. But after tonight, everything's going to be put back the way it's supposed to be. Speak with Oscar after he's chosen a dangerous course of action. Oh shit, that was an achievement. Is he gonna die? With that, he wanders away, still fixated on the library's exterior. Whatever Oscar is planning to do, it sounds like his mind is made up, leaving you once again without safe harbor. But where could you possibly turn to next? Find the witch should do that before anything else. One way out of this, finding rest of stone carvings. Find the witch. You notably don't tell you to take this to Tabitha. Only you have no idea where to even begin finding this witch, or for that matter, who she, you assume she's a she, could possibly be. Focus. He said to focus on something else, just push it back. Abandoning this thread for now to focus on a more straightforward goal. Stone carvings. Anything you're doing right now that isn't finding the rest of the stone carvings is a stall. Only you don't know where the next stone carving is. At least not with certainty, and this isn't a time for uncertain wandering. Police won't do anything. Who do I trust? Who's that YouTuber again? Do we trust the YouTuber? Stacy or something? If you just manage to throw yourself into the arms of someone you can actually trust, maybe they can help you. Maybe you don't have to deal with this alone. Can you trust anyone? Who the hell is this? Sybil, Dr. Kelly, Bo. Involving anyone I care would only put them in danger. Bad idea. Can't trust anyone. Here's a full stop. Who do we trust? Since Steam achievements called Wayne my guardian angel, he might actually be the only person I can trust. I guess we had to confront Tabitha, huh? The events of this morning beg for an immediate confrontation. By the time you notice where your legs are taking you, you're already en route to the Scarlet Mines. You stumble down the road, your panicked thoughts directing themselves like a pointed arrow towards your destination. Things will make sense again just as soon as you get where you're going. Bitch, boss! Wow. Small people now. Though once you arrive, you're once again met by the sounds of an angry crowd. The strike, it seems, is raging on, perhaps even angrier than before, bolstered by the increasing number. Well, we're starting to get chummy with how much we see your face around here. I hope you weren't planning on visiting your cousin today. I think you'll find she's not in the best mood since almost all her workers are out here, not making her any money, and I doubt her handful of scabs are doing her much good. Not that we'd let you in to see how she was getting on anyway. One Scarlet is bad enough, who knows what schemes the two of you might cook up. No offense for blocking anything coming in or out. No deliveries, no lunch orders, no visitors. That means family too. No offense? Davis, I'll never get you. Even after you got fired, you're still minding your P's and Q's. Firing Davis was the worst mistake Miss Scarlet could have made. At least half the mine flocked to our side after that. If I were you, I'd turn right back around. Go someplace else today. No, even working, not like I'm crossing the picket line or anything. Can't do this right now. Got dragged off in my sleep. Wake up in some dusty room. I'm not telling them that. Going for a chat. I just come from the stage. She has some explaining to do about what I found. About what our family has been hiding. I'm not telling them that. Do I need more reason to hate my cousin? There's a secret torture chamber. Nope. Let me through. I have to talk to her. It's about her family. Pointless. Head back to town. Explore. Overwork here. It's not like I'm crossing the picket line or anything. It's not about that. It's about showing her how serious we are. It don't exactly make us seem like we mean business if we let in her favorite cousin for some afternoon tea, does it? Yep. I'm not telling them that. You leave the gates and try to figure out a new plan of action. But where could you possibly turn to next? Oh man. Who do we trust? Who's a full stop? Dr. Kelly? I can't choose. I need help. I actually can't choose. Ella, Sybil. Sybil's the old lady, right? The old lady has been guiding us. I felt like I thought she was a witch, but maybe she's not. Because she was sort of guiding us in the beginning. And I feel like if we make Sybil the witch, it's too obvious. Any thoughts? Dr. Kelly has too much on her hands, and Bo, I feel like, won't help me in any way. Don't know Bo well enough. Thanks for hydrate. Stella might help with research. Wait, is Stella the right person I'm thinking of? Hang on. Googling. Stella. Who's Stella? Yeah, Stella's a YouTuber. Don't have to justify anything. Lose and breathe supernatural mysteries. I feel like she is the researcher. Your old family secrets are the kind of mystery that Stella seems to have been born to solve. There's no one else you trust more in this moment than her. I don't know. Oh no, help me. I don't know. I'm stuck. I'm indecisive. I don't know what to choose. Guess who? Hello, human demon. Wait, emo demon. I don't know what to choose. I can't speak. I'm stuck. Been a while, yes, definitely. I don't know. Can't trust anyone. So we're getting out, okay. Who knows how long it'll take you on foot, but every road leads somewhere, right? And the road isn't here. Thank you. You're fortunate you cross paths with a car willing to pick you up sooner rather than later. You're not spending another second in this godforsaken town. But you don't quite make it to your destination before you're stopped by the whoop of a police siren. You have the right to remain silent. Huh? For what? Pizza party? Okay. Are you arresting me? For what? I sure am, and I'm so happy you asked. A man died on Monday, and you're still the biggest suspect we've got. I just wish we'd been able to take you in after that mine collapse. I can't help but think we could have prevented this if we'd just acted on our instincts sooner. Plus, you've been acting weird all week, and your weird behavior just so happens to coincide with things getting strange around town. Call it a hunch. Is that enough reason for you? I don't care who you're related to, justice will be served, and I'll be getting to the bottom of things. So, like I said, you've got the right to remain silent. I'm not saying anything. That's exactly right, Missy. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Deputy Franklin whips out a pair of handcuffs, tightening them quickly around your wrist, in a smooth police academy maneuver. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. He escorts you towards his cop car, opening the back door as he continues reciting your Miranda rights. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time. There, now watch your head. As you're shoved into the car, a voice crackles over the radio. Franklin, pick up already. We ain't got all day, boy. Apologies, Sheriff. I was just apprehending Juna as discussed over the radio. That's nice and all, but we need you up at the farms pronto. Got ourselves a possible 187 brewing. What's 187? 10-4. Damn, this day just keeps getting crazier. Suppose you'll have to come along for the ride, miss. Deputy Franklin wastes no time in turning on the sirens, blasting down the road towards whatever emergency is underway, with you in tow. This is possibly one of the few times he has ever been able to do this, and despite his sunglasses and stiff demeanor, there's definitely an excitement in the way he cruises around the treacherous mountain turns. As the car pulls up to the farms, you feel it again, a tingling at the back of your skull, an urgency almost like a hand pressing you gently forward with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like so much crying. That can only stop if you tend to it. There's another stone here, and it is refusing to let you ignore it. The feeling is strange when you try to examine it. Contradictory. Something that both desires to be alone, yet at the same time needs you in its presence. It's bringing something into this world, and it needs your help delivering it. Deputy Franklin gets out of the car, leaving you in the back as he joins us as he joins the assembled crowd. Alright, Sheriff, what's the situation? Bo got tired of waiting for y'all to come do your jobs, so he took it upon himself to go investigate the Tremaine household, and he ain't come back out, and it's been hours. Irma, I'll do the honors of briefing the officer on our current situation. You can go back to the house and let us handle it from here. But y'all don't know about his traps and whatnot. Duke was always saying not to go in there on account of the Tremaine insanity. It's alright, ma'am. We're the police. Facing dangerous situations is our job. The woman who you take to be Bo's mum reluctantly returns to the porch of her house, watching the other building intently as the officers talk amongst themselves. Oh, so that's why Bo was an option. Franklin, you're with me. We're headed on in to get a handle on the situation. Derrickson, you listen in front from the squad car. Hopefully we can settle this without you, but you're our backup if things go south, alright? Yes, sir. Think there's any hope for the hostage? Been awful quiet. If you ask me, I don't suspect there's a hostage, not anymore. We'll more likely be giving the doc a call once this is all settled. With the tip of his hat, Hugby signals to Franklin, and the two make their way up the hill towards the old farmhouse. Hey there, sorry you had to come along for the ride. We'll have you back at the station soon enough. Sounds like this won't take long to settle. In the meantime, I'll keep you company. Ben calling out to you is starting to lose his patience. You need to find a way out of here before he gets angry. You guys are arresting me. Could you arrest the guy who's been stalking me? Thinks he's doing a real crime. Or take this to FBI. You don't think Bo's dead in there, do you? I'd love to be wrong about this, I really would. It'd be a real shame considering what poor Irma's already been through this week. But Bo's a big man. Hard to keep a big man like that from moving around and making a fuss. And we've seen a whole lot of nothing going on in there. Still as a grave if you pardon the expression. I haven't done anything wrong. Oh, I'm sure you haven't, but that's why we're going to bring you in to answer a few questions so we can prove as much. We've got to sleep for a day. Go get some sleep! Thanks for dropping by. And if we see that you really aren't a threat to the town, then we'll let you go, and that'll be that. Innocent until proven guilty. Okay, should be no problem. Get me out of the handcuffs. Are you afraid of what Tabitha would do? At least get me out of the handcuffs? I would, but you're all the way back there, and I'm all the way up here, and I just got comfortable. Plus, I got no backup. Can't do anything without backup. Have some patience. This will be over soon, just like I said. Thanks for dropping by, Gemini! If you guys are arresting me, could you arrest a guy? No. Right, that alleged stalker of yours. As far as I remember, he hasn't done all that much besides show up once or twice, is that right? Doesn't sound that criminal to me, especially not in a town this small. But hey, see this as a bright side to us taking you in. No boogeyman can get you at the station. He's making fun of me. There's a sound coming from the house on the hill. Shouting, angry, panicked. Frantic voice crackles over the radio. Derrickson, come in, the sheriff is down. Those damn traps, Irma wasn't kidding. Keep it together, Franklin. Is he breathing? And what is the status on Tremaine and Calloway? Something in the basement, going down now. Hear an ungodly noise over the radio, a gunshot, and then static. Franklin, report. But there's only silence. Damn it, Franklin. Deputy Derrickson hesitates briefly outside your door, as if hoping someone might leave the farmhouse without his getting involved. But after a few seconds, he's heading up the hill, yelling something to Irma. And then a figure appears outside of the car door. Dwayne! A moment later, you hear the click of a lock. Time to go. You get out of the car, your body moving on instinct. The stone is louder outside. Its song is buzzing in your ears, drowning out the world, calling you up the hill towards the old farmhouse. Can't think straight. Don't think I should go in there. Not you again. Remain silent. Can't think straight. That's all you're able to sputter out. The buzzing drowns out your words. You can almost feel it pulling, your feet aching to move. It's alright, it will be over soon. Bro. I really would have preferred it if we could do all this together, but the witch started it early. I should have known she would. The handcuffs fall away from your wrist. You won't pay attention to what he did to make that happen because it doesn't matter. You have somewhere to be. So the witch is making us drawn to the stone. But she's at her most vulnerable now and she won't be expecting you. So go on, I'll be watching. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. He gives you a hard shove forward and then he's gone. But you're interrupted by yet another car pulling up to the scene. Irma, Juna, I got paged by the sheriff. What the hell's going on here? Where are all of the cops? The talking's just noise. Their words don't matter. There's a humming in your head, almost like a voice, one you can just barely make out. But you know it will be clearer the closer you get to the stone. You start wandering up towards the farmhouse at the top of the hill. Oh, come on, where do you think you're going? But you continue forward, you barely even notice your hands slipping over the doorknob. And now you're inside. Oh! Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room. An axe attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling is embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in an imitation of life. Wait, that's an axe. I thought that was a hook. Raw. Jesus. Careful, Joan. There are traps all over the damn place. Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage, cracked open, its guts strewn across the floor, seeds dotted across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement stairs. What the hell is going on here? Erickson, is the doc here yet? We need a medical profession down here. His voice is coming from the basement. That's where you need to be. He's been shot, Joan. I think you better call somebody. The doctor's here? Julius, you should let her come down. You don't really want the officer to die down here, do you? I'm not the one blocking the stairs. I'm not the one you gotta convince. It won't be blocked for you. The stone wants you here. Everybody shut up. Avery, that's your name, right? Get pressure on that wound. Yes, ma'am. Get away from him, kid. But the doctor... I don't care. Let him bleed. You're only making problems for yourself, Tremaine. It's Tremaine. Dr. Kelly quickly pulls out her phone. Damn it, there's no signal here. I gotta step outside. You keep holding that wound, and no one else had better die while I'm gone. The doctor pulls at the door, but a weave of fibrous tendrils hold it shut. It would seem that the same forces that let all of you in refuse to let anyone leave. Are we stuck here? What the hell are we supposed to do now? But you already know what to do. You're vaguely aware that Officer Derrickson is trying to stop you, but he's too nervous to take a step. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent under your touch, welcoming you down below. Who the hell? Wait. Who are you? Oh, that looks like a goat. The stone. So you try to undermine me, witch. I should have known you try to find a way around the rules. Trap the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets any worse. It's just unhappy. I didn't think something like that would be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a blessed broken body, it can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold a grudge. It's not too late, Enoch. You can let Eddie have the baby. And your family can go back to normal, happy and unbothered. I'll clean everything up. It can be like nothing ever happened. I'll leave town. Manipulative hag. That's what you wanted all along, wasn't it? This whole ordeal was just an opportunity for you to have access to it. Well, I know better than to hand an ounce of power over to you, Verena. Oh. Our partnership has come to an end, which I'll be continuing on with my business, and you should be grateful that I let you continue with yours. One of these days, Enoch, someone will be strong enough to do what needs doing. I can wait. I can wait a long, long time. You're not dead, are you? Verena. I have a feeling that's Sybil. Babble incoherently. Which Sybil? She sent you? She tricked you into taking her side in all this? Yes, I should have known. I probably wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. But all that ends now. I'm in charge here, and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down, it's all good. Speak for yourself. Oh! What the hell? Is that a baby? What happened to Bo? Your vision finally focuses and your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man, Julius, holds a gun in a silent threat. That baby's moving. Wait, the baby's vibrating. Ah! Oh, you saw that, yeah? Franklin clutches a nasty wound on his side, blood spilling out onto the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. In the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him, the source of the awful noise. It stutters with pain inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. The stone brought you here and stuck you in the middle of another nightmare. Can't get to you, the door's sealed shut. Even as she yells to you, her voice is faint, barely audible behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. Let's bring Juna up to speed, Julia. She looks a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch, I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself. Always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. Only it obviously didn't go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always, made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready, and he came out too hungry for me to handle. Just because he wants a baby? So it actually is Sybil. He kept trying to get at me. I had to hole up down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they've clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and the two of them wound up down here with me. And that about sums it up. I guess in the end it's only fair. A son for a son. And birth ain't ever pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned ways or sunshine and roses. Just hope he winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. He just wanted a son. Okay. He can't be that desperate. He cannot be that desperate to have a son. What the hell? I don't give a shit about your story, Tremaine. None of that gives you a reason to shoot a cop I near to sneeze. Self-defense, castle doctrine. I don't know any of you. You're that person from the diner. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, he's at a diner. You need to threaten anybody, just talk. You know how to contact her, the witch? Get all about this. Who the hell are you, all you people? I don't know any of you. We've met before, remember? Avery. I worked at the diner. Oh! Which is how I know Julius, who's in here all the time. Don't answer, kid. All newcomers are on a need-to-know basis. So you just sit there and pretend none of this is happening, alright? You don't need to know anybody here, and you don't need to know what's going on. You forgot Bo, your victim. Victim, my ass. I had nothing to do with the way he is. If he hadn't forced my hand to begin with regarding the whole pumpkin situation, he'll be eating biscuits with his mama right now, none the wiser. Pumpkin? Oh, did he steal the pumpkin? Mama. It's okay, Bo. I'm sure we'll get you out of this soon. We'll get you back to Irma. Don't make promises you can't keep. Avery, what the hell is going on down here? You don't have to answer, kid. Don't need my business explained to every stranger who decides to pay me a visit. So Julius hatched a baby out of the pumpkin, the really big pumpkin. You probably saw it upstairs, and then he was stuck in the basement for a couple of days while it was upstairs, crawling around looking for food, and then unfortunately Bo showed up. A pumpkin patch kid? All I heard was some yelling and crashing around up there. Then I wound up with this shit on my hands, so I called the kid to come and try help me sort it out. But Avery knew about it. That's me. Julius thought my plant expertise would come in handy. Can't say it's been that helpful though. I feel like the baby's freaking out more than ever. Getting it out of Bo without killing him doesn't seem easy or possible. Would have been easy if everybody in town hadn't decided to show up uninvited. This old... And why is Deputy Franklin shot? All I did was walk in. You can't just walk into a man's house and expect to have the run of the place. You were getting ready to pull out a gun. I was defending myself. Don't know how. What is wrong with you? He is alive, so I don't need to ask him that. Listen, clearly you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair? Ew! The conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan. Bruh. So what, we're just supposed to just wait until the Calloway kid dies? That's exactly right. My kid gets born and we'll all forget this ever happened. What? He can't be that desperate. What's wrong with him? Bo and the baby, the witch, the situation. Bro, we can't let Bo die. He didn't do anything wrong. Talk, what exactly happens after this thing is finished? Do you think it's going to be a normal kid? How do you know we'll stop with Bo? Sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again? Is there really no way we could separate him from Bo? Maybe if we offered him something better. Pain in Hellboy? That sounds vaguely familiar. Do you think he's going to be a normal kid? Would you say that about those little premature babies they keep in the incubators? We don't know what he's going to look like, but that don't matter just because he's my son and I love him, and I know he'll get big and strong if he just gets himself enough food. Even if he doesn't change, he's kinda cute like this anyway. Definitely weird but cute. How do you know we'll stop with Bo? Sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again? I don't appreciate you trying to pick all this apart. Just sit there and stay quiet and we won't have trouble, got it? We won't get the chance to go after Julius. I'll be taking you in. Not if you hurry up and die. There really no way we could separate him from Bo. Maybe if we offered him something better. This ain't a debate. Shut up or I'll shut your mouth for you. Don't know, Julius. Still think there's something we're missing, and if Juna thinks so too, maybe it's worth talking about again. That's why I'm here in the first place, right? To come up with some other solution. And you and I already decided this was best. Hey Kika! Did you finish Hollow Knight? No. I should go back to Hollow Knight. That discussion was had and done with before anybody else even showed up. Bo squirms with discomfort. The baby seems to be digging deeper. Which makes you think that Sybil was a witch. What were the terms of this deal you made with the witch? Did the witch tell you how to take care of this thing once it's done? You said you know how to get in contact with the witch. What exactly did you catch her doing that made her make a deal with you? What were the terms? When I caught her doing what she was doing, she offered me this ritual thing in exchange for my silence. Offered it right away like she could just see right through me, knew exactly what I wanted most. I suppose what she didn't know was I'm not the kind of man who'd turn somebody in. Anyway, her business was her business. She didn't have to bother giving me some recipe to cook a boy from dirt, blood and pumpkin seeds, but I took it anyway. Then I just sat on it for a while, till a moment of weakness. What was the ritual? Did you do something to Duke's pumpkin? It wasn't his damn pumpkin. It was on my property, and the only reason it got as big as it was is because I fed it with my own blood every night since the day it was planted, bleeding on the dirt like some kind of Satan worshipper. If that don't make it mine, I don't know what does. God knows I felt crazy doing it though, but I'm not proud to say my judgment was a bit clouded. I was in a bad way. Thought of bringing a boy into the world was just about the only thing that made me feel like I should stick around. Thanks for the follow, Chemtrail Cat. Hello. Not that any of you need to know about all that, only serves as explanation as to why I trusted her in the first place. What did you catch her doing? Like I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss. But perhaps it had something to do with that husband of hers and whatever it was he was sick with. Did Sybil have a husband? Husband? She's married, but she's so young. Wait. Young? That old crone? We must be talking about different people, kid. And it ain't like she's married now, anyway. He's been dead for some time, on account of the illness. Oh no, Bo looks worse now. Bo twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises as the thing takes more of him. Why do you even want a kid? Unfair to you, so you, what, kill a man over it? So, but without killing your son thing. What kind of man lets another man make his sacrifices for him? Have you thought about what happens after this, Julius? The sheriff's dead. How did you get down here? What happened? Why do you even want a kid? Why is he so desperate to have a kid? Like I need to explain myself to you. You make a habit of going around asking everybody why they had kids. What if I'm the one asking? I never thought you were the kind of guy who wanted a family. You seem to like being left alone, so why? Fine, only because you're asking. It gives me something to live for. Somebody to do right for. Some hope that life goes on after I die. Same reason anybody has kids, damn it. I don't know. I'm sorry, Julius. Should have talked to you more or come out here to visit. You did plenty. Don't worry about it. Life is unfair to you, so you, what, kill a man over it? I'm not killing anybody. I'm just standing here. It's not like I did a single thing to Bo. He trespassed on my property. Everybody knows not to do that. What happened to him is his problem. Or what about me? You shot me. Save your breath, asshole, and maybe you won't die so quickly. I feel like Dr. Kelly might know what to do. But she dealt with her son. I don't know if Julius is the one you have to convince. The baby's pretty freaked out right now. It's been getting worse since everybody started coming in. It's trying to protect itself. That's right, my boy's got excellent instincts for self-preservation. So unless he decides to let her come down here, we'd best leave it be. The thing under Bo's skin shift, writhing in an imitation of clenched muscle. Wait. But he let me in. Ah no, look at Bo! Might as well be you. He's got a gun. Should I go for it? Oh no, Bo! Waiting brings you to your limit, and then it brings you past it. You move quickly, diving across the small room, scooping up the shears on the floor as you zero in on Bo and the thing slowly eating its way through him. Hey! The shears come down on the thing, piercing its unnaturally soft chest. Bo's stolen blood pours out of its orifices in a thick sludge. Bo gasps as if it's him you've stabbed, the thick veins under his skin expanding, writhing. Did I just kill Bo? No! You'll pay for this! You whirl around to see his gun trained on you, your heart freezing in a split second of utter terror. Franklin stumbles forward trying to reach for his gun, but unable to stifle a cry of pain. Julius's attention is pulled away from you towards the sorry sight of the cop trying desperately to wield his pistol. No! Julius, we're not killing anybody. Give me the... I'm killing people out here. A gun goes off. You dive onto the floor, panic, your ears ringing uncomfortably. No more shots follow. You open your eyes, readjusting to the gloom. Oh shit! Oh shit, no, oh no, not you, kid. Everybody is gasping on the ground near Bo. Their patterned shirt is stained with their own blood. God, what have I done? First the boy, now you. He raises his gun to his head. Bruh! Excuse me? He's taking the easy way out. Nobody left to do better than this. He's annoying me. He pisses me off. Bully us. But whatever Avery was about to try to say is silenced when Julius pulls the trigger. Once again, the world feels quiet in the aftermath of the gunshot. Julius's body slumps against the wall, limp and dead, a bullet hole smoldering at his temple. Good fucking riddance. No. The room's attention is drawn to the sound of a horrific, inhuman gurgling, punctuating the groans of human agony. It would seem that you did not quite manage to finish the job. Which aren't unavoidable. Killing people's avoidable. Getting people killed, that's avoidable. I feel like one of them, if I didn't do that, Bo would have died. Everyone else would have lived, but Bo would have died. Definitely died. But I'm not even sure if he will live from this situation. Like in the beginning with the dog, when we first met the ditchlings, I feel like we're choosing between the dog and the other guy. Can you really save everyone? I don't know. That's what the beginning said. Move it before it grabs him again. Bro alive can live. Baby can have me. No. What's like to be attached to it? It could be painful. Isn't this a blood relatives thing? What if it doesn't take? It's dying too. This won't save anything. But I can get the doctor to fix you. Might not even be dying. Are you sure this won't kill Bo too? No, this is it. Please let it be for something. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen it, bro. How are you sure this won't kill Bo too? Just a vibe. Please hurry, talk hard. Oh. You don't deserve to die like that. Doc can fix you, I'm sure. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. Are we killing it or are we letting it live? Can someone choose for me? I can't do this. Choose for me. Often the most interesting consequence, letting it be so I don't choose. Just sit in shocked silence. Destroy something horrible before it can be born. I got an achievement. The creature gurgles helplessly and then it goes quiet. Its last connection to its womb has been severed. The house groans unnaturally, straining as the meat that infiltrated its walls die. The faucet in the corner of the room finally unclogs, bursts to life, and the water pours out onto the dirt floor, mixing with the fresh blood and tissue into a charnel house slurry. It's kind of cool that the water effect is in front of the text box. That's cool. Oh wait, it's not in front. It's behind. It's just see-through. and the vines blocking the door go slack. We'll be okay, kid. I've held out this long, you can too. Everybody's quiet now. Words seem too strenuous. Kid? Oh, we lost the barista! We probably lost Bo as well. Your hands are wet, the water spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. So somebody help, call doctor. Doc, you still up there? Room's clear. Dr. Kelly rushes down the now unblocked stairs, her eyes wide with horror at the scene in the basement. What the hell happened down here? Bo, can you hear me? Uh-huh, am I getting a checkup? I've been shot as well, ma'am. The diner kid. Every two need hospital. I better make some calls. Everyone stay with me. You guys see the water? Let the water take you. Just let it be. Just sit in silence. You watch the other people in the room as the water slowly rises. Their faces turn to you, concerned, but you can no longer make out their voice. It's like they're trying to talk to you from behind a wall. And then the flood takes you. Ginseng, baby! We finished episode 5, and it's ginseng, baby. Oh! You feel like you're choking, there's water in your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of rushing current. What? It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. Oh, I've got eyes! Their bodies in the water with you. They are all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces. But the flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. What the hell is happening? It's going to kill everyone. You're not the one who had the vision, not yet. It has only been described to you by the daughter you have been teaching as your mother taught you. I can move. You're the only one who can stop it, mother, but you won't be strong enough. Her words are heavy. Oh! Wait, why is it scissors? How can you be sure? Maybe it's only a dream? Village is doomed then? Of course I'll stop it, don't worry so much. No, mother, I've seen it. You'll try to stop it and you will die. But there's another path. Take my power. I give it willingly. I won't destroy my own daughter, but I want you to be your own person. I can't do this to you. I can't lose you. I can't be that. I'm destined to lose you. It's too cruel. I won't destroy my own daughter. I won't be destroyed. I'll be with you, the same as I was before. I will never leave you so long as you live. Oh! Okay, what would you guys choose? Let 1,000 die. Accept? You accept your daughter's decision. She is not the child she once was, and there is a confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. You take her back. Her powers become yours. The flood does not come. The village is saved. and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Why take it back? Was there something I missed? Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on. You meet new people. You start a new life. Oh wait, this is a witch! You enjoy the usual decision-making game. Oh, this is a witch! You have another daughter. This time, the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Rotting bodies in the streets, the smell of sickness on the wind, church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals. An entire city whose gates will never reopen. Everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of plague. Thanks for following Hilito-chan. I'm very indecisive when it involves other people. You're among the number. Your body's no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You're not enough to stop it. Not as you are. Oh. There is another path, a narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of your future. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do. She still carries in her some strength. Enough. Oh. Either way, we have to take it back. And what she has to give up, what you both have to give up. You love your daughter after all. You'll miss her as you miss your first daughter. He's angry. Even when you try to explain that she'll be a part of you, that she won't die, she cries and cries, and she tries to run away from you. But it happens anyway. Fate is attempting to cut its loose thread. Are we just going into... Are we just doing this? Being a heartless witch. You do not let your daughter run from you. No plague comes. The city never knows that it would have been a ruin. But there is an unhappiness in you she didn't understand, and what you took of her is angry, confused, restless. You'll have to carry that with you. It is part of the burden of what you are. Though no one knows the depth of what you have done over the years, you have not escaped. You have not escaped notice. You find yourself in a capital, in a place whose name has changed too many times to count. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold their fate in their hands are on you, their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. And the tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages and it never stops raging, bleeding that spans generations, children born to die, decades of pain that leaves a raw wound on the world. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing, if only you have more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. Oh. Are we doing this every time? You raise them differently these days. The disquiet left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. This daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You are the only one who will remember her sacrifice and her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here, you have discovered, if they are vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you. And for a time you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort, you and your daughter. You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can manage, not until the vision comes. A war like none the world has witnessed, a fledgling nation devoured in the nest, a man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be, the world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He is already on his way, you realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming, whether you strike now or not, the loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood, with you too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. You always have a daughter until you don't. She joins her sisters, as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world. You and your daughter. The visions still find you, but here they are small. The decision's simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can. A storm halted, a conflict settled. Until one day, when you are shown a dark pit. Splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning as the very rock catches fire, children screaming as their flesh bubbles, then silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. I'm gonna keep going, just to see. She joins her sisters, as so many have before her. The disaster is averted, lives are saved, and you have another daughter. But that's not what happened. You take your daughter's hand and you look her in the eyes. They're green, like yours. Don't want to do it this time. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air, but you can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day, like anyone else. After all, you're long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him, a vision. He has already decided. He is bringing something here, something ravenous, that doesn't belong, but that has been pressing over at the edges of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its sway now, whether you help him or not. More of the thread you've followed comes into focus, and for the first time, you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can ever hope to follow. Its toll eternal and incalculable. But there's a new thread too. If you are patient enough, you are strong enough. When the moment finally comes, if you do everything right, you can devour this thing that sits outside the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you could care to fix. That's creepy! Floods. Plagues. wars, kings. You look into her green eyes so much like yours. We're going for it. You welcome her back as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. He is arrogant, he cheats the thing from another world in every way he can, he wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you're very patient. You have to be if you're to stop the hurts that will scar our world without you there to guide it. And now you're here, on the cusp of the end, the final daughter. Oh! Oh! It's that, what's her name? I forgot her name. It's that girl. What's her name? Kanika. It is Sybil, that witch. No? What are you doing here? Are you real? No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a dream or not. I've already made my decision anyway. Don't bother trying to talk me out of it. I finally have a real purpose, and now that I know what that purpose has always been, I can't go back, or it would hang over me for the rest of my stupid small life. Was Kanika the witch? I believe it all day. It's like you just didn't exist. How do we know any of that really happened? What exactly she's trying to prevent? Do you even know? You don't have to do this, Kanika. I understand it has to be done. It's okay. It's part of all this. Soon enough, you can go back to forgetting, and it'll be like all this never happened. You won't even know to be upset about it. How do we know any of that really happened? What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? That thing that Enoch brought, whatever it is, breaking out and causing havoc. And all those disasters my mum will be able to stop if she takes its power for herself. I'm so much smaller than all of that, but in this moment I can be what stops it. I can be big enough. My life can be meaningful. What decision? Did you not just go through that whole life story thing? Was that just me? Look, I'm going to do what I was born to do. I'm going to save lives. More than most people could in a lifetime. Do you really feel like you have to sacrifice yourself for your life to have meaning? Working at a shitty little general store in a dying town? Yes. I would call that pretty meaningless. No, I don't think I've ever seen you without glasses before. Huh? Of course, I should have known better than to think I could hide from you. It is Sybil! I wasn't trying to trick you for what it's worth, though I'm sure that doesn't sound very truthful. Please try to trust that this is all in your best interests. I'd hope it would all be over before you could find me. I know it can be unpleasant to watch. I'd hope to spare you, even if I knew in my heart that all the worthwhile roads for you to walk would bring you right here before I could finish my work. But you know, this has to be done, to save you, to save Tabitha, to save everyone in town. Haven't they all been stuck long enough? Kanika can't save them on her own, but I can. I wish this wasn't how this had to be, but it's the only way your story gets a happy ending. There's no illusion asking her words, no tricky, she's speaking her truth. But perhaps there remains a narrow path for you to walk. Speak the name that is carved into the cell wall. A life or mine? Is that what you're saying? Sybil, this feels evil. Wayne is already going to take care of me. I don't need your help. Why can't you just be direct? Why all this mystery? What's supposed to happen to Miles after all this? Are you just going to abandon him or something? Did you know I was going to wind up here? Doesn't this throw a wrench into your plans? Why should I trust you after everything that just happened? Julius, let the wish finish what she started. Speak the name. Of course, the scratching on the walls. This was what it was for. No, you don't know what you don't have to know how to speak it. The thought of it brings the sound to your lips, the name forcing its way out, yearning to be free from your mind and used as the dagger it is. Oh! The dagger tears into her. Everything that is not her pours out of the delicate tapestry of her existence. The parts she arranged so neatly, scattering their voices, filling the dream around you, confusion as her careful order is upended. A single dangling thread comes into focus. Juna, wait. You can't see now how this will benefit you because you don't understand the danger you're in. Your enemies have made sure you can't, not until it's too late. I'm the only one who wants to see you walk free, but I understand why you wouldn't trust me. Of course I do. I've had to weave my own little lies as part of this ridiculous game. Please know that I am not lying now. But even if you don't believe a word I said about your own safety, I'll give you something else too, something you need. As you are now, you're limited in your potential. There's so much more you could be. I could give that to you. Consider it a wish granted. I only need to finish what I started. Want me to trust you gave me what you're promising now? Huh? Gaining a trait? Wait, what? Do I pull the thread? Because it has an explore option. I can't. It requires a strength I don't currently possess. If you want what I offered you, you just have to trust me. I can roll. I'm doing this for everyone. Remember that. Wait, gain trait? You ignore her offer, you grab the thread and pull.
Thank you for liking my voice.
Oh, thank you.
Rest in peace.
The delicate tapestry is unwoven, the witch's careful work torn apart, if only momentarily, as her daughter's hands are finally unbound enough to grab for their mother. Did I do something bad? Did I do a bad? Did I do a bad? Their cries are strong. Their cries are a song, calling out as they drag her down into the depths of their mass, craving her warmth, her attention, her love, as it has been so long since she held them. I reverse the tail, pull the thread and reverse the tail. Thread woven backwards. The tapestry weaves itself shut around her, the cries grow quiet and sated. The witch is gone. Kanika catches a breath in the space once occupied by her sisters. Now she stands alone. Though she isn't really alone, not anymore, and she never will be. She wears a weave of all those generations of power. Someone has to. Oh, it went into her. What did you do to me? Was that really you earlier, or was that her talking through you? Welcome to the Dead Moms Club. I know you will. Took her out of the picture. She was a problem, and now she's gone. Saved you. Let her figure out for herself. Was that really you earlier, or was that her talking through you? No, that was me. I said those things, and I meant them. I really believed it. I still do. I think I gave you her power. But I don't know how to use it. She never taught me anything, or told me anything. Magic wasn't supposed to be real. Will I have to do what she was going to do? How do I even know what that is? How do I save the town if I don't even know what's wrong with it? God, this is so much pressure. I never asked for this. I don't think I can handle it. You do know what's wrong with it. People are stuck here, so let's free them. They'll figure it out. Oh no, you will. Don't know your own capabilities. Aren't you glad she's been taken out of picture? Needed to deal with it. That's how I did it. As long as you don't become a problem too. Can figure this out too. That's what we've been doing all week, remember? Let's figure it out together. You're right. We can figure this out. You made it all the way here and did whatever it is you just did. Nothing's too much for us to handle. Hello, Rowan Ellery. She takes a deep breath, collecting herself. We'll just take it one step at a time. First step, figure out how to get out of here. It's weird. Everything felt slippery before, like I couldn't hold on to anything. But now it's like I can see how it's all put together and where all the seams are. So if you don't see whatever it is she was doing, the world around you goes dark. You're moving, like a current is carrying you somewhere, buoying you upwards, your body ascending rapidly until finally you surface. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Julep? Janie? Finish episode 5 with Mystical. Actually finish episode 5. Oh, I actually finished it. End of episode 5. Only one major content update remains until the story reaches its conclusion in the final chapter. Stay tuned for updates on this final release by joining our Discord, following us on social media, or signing up. Blah, 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 blah. Save now. So there's 2 more left. So I guess I just finished 5, not just part 1, but part 1 and 2. And I finished a true episode 5 ending. Break the 4th wall are quite anticlimactic. Did it break the 4th wall? I don't know if it did. I thought I would have just done okay. I thought I would have just done thingy. Didn't feel the part about we'll see news about continuation on social media. It was much more plot. It's not. Well. Well. Oh, I'm still processing all that. What the hell? Did I just make a bad decision? Oh, what do I do? So now we wait. Let me just Google this. Scarlet Hollow. Episode 6. Are you enjoying the direction the story's taking? I got lost several times at this point. What are you lost by? Hmm. Cactus's fate, I don't even remember. Like what? What do you mean? Oh, they're gonna release episode 6 and 7 together. Oh. Oh. We don't know the date yet. Like, Really bad at remembering things in English, live in the moment and then forget. That's why I get lost. No, I get that too. I think I was forgetting all the names because it was a few weeks between. It was a few weeks since the last play. But from what I remember so far, I killed a bunch of people today. I'm really curious what the ending would have been like if we let Sybil take Kanika. Oh, that's why there was a full stop. Oh, that's why there was a full stop when we were trying to figure out who to trust. That makes sense. I wonder what would happen if we click the full stop. That makes so much sense now. Okay. You know what? I'm still blanking out. Not too bad with time. I thought it would take longer. I really thought it would take longer. And I took so long to make certain decisions as well. Okay, you know what? Let's just raid. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll raid. Who do we raid? Who do we raid? Who do we raid? I think last time it took near 4 hours. Okay, let's just go to Shadon again. Okay. Thanks for joining my YouTube side as well. Bye 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 bye. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for watching. We'll probably do Fields of Mystria tomorrow, actually. More 3-hour streams than your 4-hour streams. True.